A. I always start off with A. I gotta stop that. I've been reviewing my videos and I always say A. And so today I want to discuss something called a puzzle of pain. If we start with the relationship world, we all know that in a relationship, sometimes, and maybe most of the time, and people accept this, that there's pain. And it becomes a puzzle because people are trying to figure things out. I laugh because I realize some of the pieces are missing. I'm able to stand back and like, wait a minute, hold up. Hey, that's what I'm man, Nate Dogg. But this puzzle don't have all the pieces, sir or ma'am. And it's like I started to see the guy almost like push his glasses up, almost a little bit nervous with his geeky self. I you know, and as he's busted, because most people don't have the patience to find out that something is wrong. So in this puzzle of pain, when we're talking about pain from the beginning and these missing pieces, they knew that it wasn't going to work from the jump. They knew it wasn't going to work from the start, but nonetheless, they still tried to push the issue. And it works on most people. It gets them, it has them confused and has them tied up in the situations that they can or cannot do anything about a lot of times. And it causes confusion on both sides. The males and the females are willing to call timeout and try to relieve any of the pressure. But almost like a boil or some type of a, you know, like yeast rising or something like that, it always seems to bubble up and bubble over. I think one of the best ways to be is to be able just to understand initially that relationships are handicapped from the very beginning. It's almost like they weren't designed to be successful from the jump, from the start. So I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Hold on, mister. I see you got your little pointer, and I see you are up there with your glasses on, and you're standing about 5'6", and you're a thin guy with a white lab coat on, trying to explain to a congregation of black women about what they need to do and where they at and what's going on, and you can see them nodding and saying, agreeing with everything that you say. I was sitting in the back of the class taking notes. Y'all wouldn't allow me to have pencil and paper, so I was writing mine on my wrist, memorizing stuff. Like, you know what, I better memorize that, because this is a test and it was destined for me to fail, and for anybody else that's been involved. But the good news for the women, the good news is women were caught up and awestruck in the whole process. So I feel like, man, I'd rather feel like the women feel. At least y'all got a chance to get a little bit of run for your money. As a man, I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't gonna get it. You know, as you go through one relationship or situation, that's one piece. And as you go through another relationship, that's another piece. And you get it, so on and so forth. Puzzle of pain. So almost like a dislocated elbow or a broken wrist or something like that. The relationship world is challenged and is suffering. But, you know, as we get closer and closer to the summer, closer and closer to the weather actually breaking for good, the, you know, people's attitudes and demeanors are going to change. People are going to become more and more confident after coming out of their shelter from whoever they dealt with and whoever they hung with, or if they spent time alone, they're gonna be ready to jump out. Same cycle, same people, variation of attitude at this point. It's not a new attitude, it's just a variation of the old attitude. But if you stand back and look, and I've noticed that if you are in a situation, man and female, when somebody is not watching or paying attention to the whole view, something sometimes gets missed. And that's not to say that there's no sincere successfulness or somebody's desires are true, but you still have to be careful and you have to be patient and you have to know what you desire and what you want. And I'm not a relationship coach. I coach football and basketball. I'm not a relationship coach. So I'm not trying to tell anybody what they need to do or what they don't need to do, because I'm not interested in anybody trying to chastise or criticize anything that I'm saying or doing, because well, anyway, needless to say, when it comes to, I'm just like a little bit more and more coming into my own in terms of discovering new things that I enjoy doing. And I'm always excited, about my two youngsters. I'm excited about falling in love again with drawing. I'm putting together pictures, and sometimes if you guys are looking at some of my old videos or other videos, check into Cold Crown, K-O-L-D, Crown, K-R-O-W-N. So it's Cold Crown. And you'll see some of the artwork that I've been working on, trying to sharpen up the skills to, maybe put together an exhibition or something one day. But I'm also enthusiastic about the novels that I'm writing. I'm writing more than one, and so I'm feeling good about that. And these are projects and things that, like Emmitt Smith, who was a great running back on the leading rusher in the NFL, said he write down what his goals are. So it's like I wrote down, I want to do these novels, and now I'm adding to it. And I just created a logo today also, just like Nike has a logo, just like Reebok, Floyd Mayweather with the Money Team, Tiger Woods, Under Armour, and so on and so forth. I designed me one today, and I'm going to put that into effect and really sharpen it up. And I'm going to become, which I already am because it's official, because I did this hat. This hat is my design, and I'm going to exhibit this on several occasions for it to be seen, but so I did this hat, so I'm now in the creative designing business as well. So now it feels official. I'm official because I have paraphernalia that represents my Cold Crown, and also The Good Always Win, which is the name of my brand. So I'm focused on that. So I do say that, the puzzle of pain, I really don't have time for pain. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for any exhibition of tomfoolery or childishness. I just don't have time for it. I don't. And, if you was looking at a ladder and that's the direction you should be going, which is upwards, sometimes you see that it doesn't have one or two rungs in between there, and then you sometimes have to take a leap of faith to get to the next rung in order to climb up to get to where you're going. So I just feel like, personally, I don't want to tell anybody else what they need to be doing on their agenda, but you need to be working on something. I'm working on something, so it needs to be something consistently being worked on that can promote where you want to be and how you want to live, not only for you, but for the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that. And that takes time and that takes work. So somebody say, oh, well, when do you get to that point? Well, whenever you feel like stopping. But if you can get residual income raking in and all the I's are dotted and T's across, and maybe that can generate for years and years to come. I haven't forgot about the residual income concept. I haven't forgot about what I learned in network marketing. I haven't forgot. I'm still on it. It's just my pace is a little bit different with what I'm doing. I got a lot of things that I'm covering. So as you see, instead of this being a puzzle of pain, this is actually a puzzle of joy, and a puzzle of passion is all I'm usually interested in. Is a puzzle of pleasure, puzzle of passion, a puzzle of plentifulness, but not of pain. So that I'm usually like for other P's. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to log off for this thing. Been talking for a while, but this is that puzzle of pain, and let's turn that pain into pleasure.